doing crap.
Let me go and get Kel. Let me go and get Kel online.
Let me go and get Kel, guys. You lose all debates. You lose all debates. You lose all debates.
Notice how
every single conversation you've ever been in, every single conversation you've ever been in, you've been with yourself.
I can't hear these guys. I can't hear these guys.
There you go.
Dangerous list, Demar. Dangerous list. Dangerous list.
Hey, don't worry. Hey, Kel.
Nobody's trying to laugh this. Retard.
Shut the fuck up, Demar.
Anyways. What you see? Lower
is Demar.
Lower your kids. Meet your kids.
Alright, Sonic. Me and this guy are getting a debate. Alright, so
I wanna practice, man. I wanna practice this, man.
He don't want to debate me, so Sonic, you a whole bitch, nigga. You're ducking a debate, but you keep
Shut up,
talking shit.
Demar. Shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up in the background. Oh my god.
Demar, shut the fuck up, bitch. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, you black ass nigga. You look like a black American, bitch. Shut the fuck up, you black ass nigga. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Oh,
tell this nigga Sonic to shut the hell up.
You pulled this.
okay, hold on. I'm gonna have to serve you guys. I'm gonna have to serve you. I'm gonna have to serve you for a bit. Alright. Demar, unmute yourself, bro. Why'd you go on mute?
Kel is the judge, nigga. You muted Kel.
Yo.
Time out. Can you time out this Spanish guy, bro? Because he keep trolling with that shitty ass fucking mic.
Yo, turn that shit off. Get this nigga Thanos on mute.
Oh my god, bro. This nigga is so fucking annoying, bro. Turn that shit off, my nigga.
Hold up.
Oh my god, this nigga is so fucking. Can someone please mute this kid, bro? Can someone mute this kid?
Alright, Thanatos. Alright, bro, chill. Alright, chill, relax. Relax.
Get Kel mod because he's the judge.
Alright, relax, Thanatos, relax. Alright. Yeah, let me give him some VC mod.
Alright, man, can you untime out S-Lock so we can see this? Me being your
X-Look? No. Bro, you ain't gonna beat nobody, dude. You got a whole lip, you can't do nothing. Just like last time you had to lie, to people. You'd be like, I did modest penis. With your freaking lisp.
Can you meet this nigga anyway?
With your ugly ass lisp, bro. I swear to God. I swear to God, your lisp is annoying.
Oh my god, these niggas are. Can we go to a different server or something?
Oh, let's do it on the stage.
Can you make a server for us to debate in or something, Kel?
Alright, relax. Alright, yeah, you were saying what?
Alright, I'm not gonna back him.
Kel, can you make a server so we can debate in, Kel? Because clearly it shows that this guy Warrior Z with mod don't know how to do shit. Can you
Are you retarded?
Warrior Z can debate in?
Shut your bitch ass up, you whining ass bitch. Don't whine like a bitch. You're whining like a bitch, Demar. You're whining like a little bitch. Just like last time, you were literally crying mid-debate. You're crying mid-debate trying to lie like you were some kind of court. I didn't do that, guys. I didn't do that. With your ugly ass lips, bro. I swear to God, bro.
I never really cry. I'm not really saying that. Anyways, Kel.
Bro, I swear to God, you sound like, bro. You always sound like you're crying. You sound like you're crying 24/7. Dude, you sound like you're crying 24/7.
Shut the fuck up, Demar.
Insulting me ain't gonna get anywhere, nigga.
Oh my fucking god. The hell?
Alright, hold on. Yeah.
The fuck? No, we're gonna.
Why this dude Demar went on mute?
Real quick so I can moderate this shit.
Alright, hold on.
He's okay. Only his son. Only his Warrior Z don't try to mute me or anything. Supreme said he wanted to. Hold on. Let me make sure we're recording this. Yeah, we is.
Supreme, what the fuck? Get that
Supreme
nigga
wanted
out.
to. Supreme wanted to come here and watch the debate, but he was like, nah.
Nah, please don't. He probably heard that.
Yeah.
Oh, Kel is gonna be judging. That nigga got scared.
No.
That nigga got scared to his whole.
That's why I want to come here and watch the debate, but Ray Z refused to tell
that
him
nigga.
out.
Actually, look, that nigga suck. Look, my main point
He's
is
okay,
this.
nigga. He's still me and Afi brother, bro. He's cool with Afi.
Fat neck nose ass bitch.
Okay, nigga, go tell Afi that. Go tell Afi that, nigga. He's Afi brother, nigga.
I did tell Afi
Anyway.
that. He said he don't care what you say about my nigga. That's what he said. He just said he don't care.
Alright, bro, chill.
He don't.
I was insulting that nigga. I was insulting on that nigga friend right there.
Why?
That
What
nigga homie. I
S-Flop
don't give a
did,
fuck.
bro? Chill out. Hey, Kel, what S-Flop did, bro? What S-Flop did, bro? Hell, he don't even be with Supreme no more. What he did?
Bro, I'm telling you, that nigga suck. I don't give a fuck. So.
What? What, bro? Kel, it ain't that serious. It ain't that serious, my nigga.
It ain't that serious.
It's not even.
Bro, what's it? Bro, I swear to God, bro. I don't know why, bro. Bro, Demar, I don't know why, bro. Your lisp annoys me, bro. And by the way, you're not whooping anyone, bro. Bro, are you ready to be sent home naked, slapped across the concrete, and your eyes gouged out? Are you ready, bitch? Do somebody. Yeah, alright. Anyways, let's go. Bro, you're not gonna do anything, bro. Bro, last time we debated, you had to lie, you had to cry your eyes out in order for them to believe you. And they said the conclusion was that okay. And they wasn't there the whole time, so they said if Demar's conclusion was right, then he won. If Warrior Z's conclusion right, then he won. Anyways, yeah, keep saying that. That's not gonna do anything. Anyways, yeah, sure.
Pick your character.
I can take. Who should I take? I got 2 characters that I can take. I got Kratos and I got Cobson. I got 2 characters. What's in your roster? What's in your roster right now? What's in your roster?
This nigga Demar doesn't give any fucking deductively valid arguments, bro. This shit gonna be off, bro.
Yeah.
Damn.
You better be using any.
She screamed because she saw herself as a homeless woman in the mirror. She grabbed a slingshot and broke the mirror.
Wait.
What's your character, nigga? Come on.
Give me a fucking second. My laptop just shut off and it won't charge now. Hold on, let me see. Do my laptop need to charge? Wait.
I'm on mobile right now, bro. I'm not trying to get on my PC right now. You think it's suck and stop fucking doing this fucking ass chat. What the hell?
Alright, there we go.
Anyways, chill out.
Yeah. Anyways, Kel, I just want to say I thank you for amping me a little bit. Well, I amped me a lot. So I'm gonna just use Beyonder. I'm gonna go with the same character.
We're gonna present some ass. I'm gonna just say it out blank that this nigga Warrior slammed you again. I'll be using no fucking ass.
Understandable. Yeah.
So, yo, Demar, you should.
I'm gonna use the Divine Creator.
You Divine the Creator? Is he from DC or like where?
Marvel.
Just a Marvel? Oh, okay, alright.
Yes.
Alright, you know what? Sure, you can use the Divine Creator. I'll use Cobson Kraus.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah. That's fine.
Okay. Yeah. Wait, can you go and state your premise?
Yeah, I'll see my position, then I'll state my premise. My position is my character be your character via out-hexing or out-scaling.
Okay, sure. My premise is my character beats your character via out-scaling and or out-hexing and or outspeed. I only need to prove one of these in my premise.
This guy said outspeeding. Alright, bro, sure. Anyways, what's your opening statement?
Yeah, ultimate statement and premise are the same thing. I already told you that.
No, retard. That's what I'm talking about, dude. I'm talking about like opening statement to your scaling. And by the way, it's not the same thing. Yeah.
Oh! You want me to get my opening argument to my
Yeah.
Okay, sure. Do you mind if I hold on? I'm get on my other phone right quick and then join DC on that phone. Because that's where all my scaling is. So I'm gonna have to change my phone.
Alright.
Alright, give me a second.
Alright.
My bad.
Wait. What's happening with your charger?
What? Who charger? Mine?
Yeah, you said something about your charger.
My laptop just blinking. Basically, it's not really my laptop charger. My laptop just blinking orange all day, and like it been doing it for like a couple of days, and now it just went bad on me. So when I unplug my charger, they're gonna black out. So like, I'm just on my phone.
Alright. Post your scans in debate.
We just okay. I already know.
Alright, good.
Okay, shit, that's fine. I'm gonna leave VC on here and join VC on my other phone. Actually, no, I'm gonna just join VC on here and put my other phone.
I did.
Come on. Okay. Top. Okay, there we go. How the fuck? Lag. Okay, there we go. Debate set again. Okay, there we go. Debate. Alright, let me see where that scale at. Alright, okay, here we go, right here. Okay. This for to be like a 5-piece argument scale, but I'm just going to start with my first arguments, and then we can move on to the next one. So basically, you can see where it says right here says, and then from the death of her divine conscience, there came again an inevitable whim, the desire to know herself and to express and form the essence of all the Creator was, is, ever shall be. But the Creator was all. How then to express that all? Then I'm just going to skip to the part that I want to read. It says right here, the Creator would dream of darkness and light, love and hate, male and female, life and death. I'm just going to stop right there. We can go on to other argument. Basically, my argument is right here. Basically, my argument is this. I don't know how to put this in simple terms for you, but I'm going to try my best. So the divine Creator references this set divine unconscious that anything that this set divine Creator dream of will appear within reality. So I'm trying to argue that the divine Creator has some form of subjective reality, but it's not really subjective reality. Hold on, let me go get the hex. I forgot the name of it. It's something similar, but it's not subjective reality. Let me go get it for you.
Wait, so should I refute the first scan, or are you gonna send another scan that ties into this one?
You can go ahead. Hold on, you can go ahead and refute the argument.
Sure. So your basis of the argument that he can like dream whatever he wants is this paragraph right here. The Creator would dream of darkness and light, love and race, male and female. What is that? Life and death. God would dream himself, one air dream and play every race. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So to what extent can he dream? To what extent does this go?
I don't really think. I can't really implicate a set limit yet because there's no limit that will really show. So
but we can. Okay, yeah. So there is no evidence that there is no limit. There is no evidence that there is limit. So I think the smartest part is that he can dream whatever is within the entire. He dreamt whatever is within this universe, and I think that's where we should take the extent to, not anything higher or anything lower.
I think the extent is that. I think the extent is all of creation.
Okay, yeah. Can you show me the evidence for that? That actually extends beyond his own creation? Alright, sure. Go ahead.
Sure. Okay. Let me get the scan right quick. I can't. Okay.
Why are these scans so crispy, bro? It's like 480p.
Okay.
Alright, let me see.
Alright, so you can see. Okay. Yeah. So you can see right here where it says, let me go see. It said, but this was no dream monograph. This was something far older and far more secret. An object revered and even by your vein and narrate. I'm just gonna say narrate. I don't have time to do all that. This is the book of life itself, in which it's written the history of all things in beings, from creation's beginless beginning
What?
to its infinable endless end. So
Wait.
yeah. So then came. So basically, it's implying, basically, to give you the context of the event. I can even send you the comic.
Dude, wait. Hold on. There's a little problem here. This still ties back into what I said. You know, he like encompasses the book of life, correct? And he has, dreamt, the entire universe, the past, present, and future, correct? You agree with that, right?
I don't really think that reference to the universe. I think that reference to the whole omniverse.
To the whole omniverse. Okay, so hold on, wait. So this can, I think this can. I'm not that familiar with the exact, Marvel, which framework it actually encompasses, but I assume.
Why do you keep on trying to attack my argument, not actually let me finish my argument? You're trying to talk. I'm trying to add context so I can finish my argument, and instead of letting me finish my argument.
Oh, okay, go on.
Argue.
All right, go on. Add some context then.
We know we know we can logically deduce, aka follow a.
We don't know that, by the way.
Talking about we know that we can logically come to a conclusion and deduct a logically deductive conclusion that he's talking about. Everything within the set Marvel scope, literally referencing everything from the beginning to the endless end. It's meaning that anything in this set narrative is talking about all of Marvel narratives that have a beginning and a end would be a part of this scope of what he's talking about. Meaning that they will also be including the omniverse, they will also be including other universes, and they will also be including multiverses, because they both either have a beginningless and an end, or just a beginning or just an end. So we're talking about
universes within Marvel operate the same way. It also has a present, past, and future, and a beginning and the end, and an entire story between that, right? So I'm asking you, what is the evidence behind the fact that this is the omniverse, and not referring within the entirety of the something, right? Because it depends. It's very context dependent. Because you can't go off this singular scan, because it's not it's not really a tautology, right? So you'd need some sort of external you'd need some external evidence to show that this is actually referring to the omniverse, or else there will come multiple interpretations, otherwise equal interpretations, which would kind of like weaken your argument. But since you're so, you probably have you might have a scan for him encompassing a the omniverse, hopefully. So go ahead.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
I'm gonna ask you multiple deductive question, and depending on how you answer that question, we can just draw a conclusion right here. Are you aware within Marvel? You can take these in deductive question, but you can also as deductive question. Are you aware within Marvel that a universe, that a single universe?
No, I'm not aware of it. No, I'm not aware of anything, dude. I'm getting some evidence. I'm not aware of anything. I'm getting some evidence.
Let me finish. Hold on. You say you're not aware of it. Alright, we can just go on first two. He already just contradicted himself right there. Hold on. You already just contradicted
Hold on. Wait.
Shut up.
I said that I'm not aware that it's within the omniverse. That's what I said. Like, what are you talking about?
You don't even know what my question was. My question was going to be: are you aware that there are other things, things that separate from this universe, that separate from this universe that you're trying to apply this context to be?
Are you saying that there is context within the universe that separates it from the actual narrative?
Oh my God, no! Probably just stop yapping your fucking mouth and actually listen.
Dude, your entire question is loaded. You're like, are you aware?
You didn't ask the question yet. You didn't even let me finish the question yet.
Dude, what? Why does he always...
How the fuck you know a question is loaded if you didn't even let me finish the question yet? You just inherently sound dumb. Anyways, like I said, nigga, I'm basically trying to sit right here and ask you: are you aware that there's other things that make up this omniverse, like there being multiple universes, multiple multiverses, and every other set things? If that's the set case, then you can't sit right here and say, well, when the scan is reference to everything that have a beginning and an endless end, it can't only be talking about the universe, because in that set context within the Marvel narrative, this set universe wouldn't be like explained as being everything in this set context, because there's multiple external things from this set universe alone that also play factors into that set everything, meaning that we can only logically deduct that everything would be the omniverse, since the omniverse is the only thing that's comprised of all this set universe of these set factors. So if I were to only reference a multiverse, I can't reference that multiverse as being everything in this set context because there's other things that is thrown up for that multiverse that still have a beginning and still have an end. So that would just be form or contradictory. What I'm trying to say right here and say to simplify for you is that your argument itself is a contradictory or is a false interpretation because it simply contradicts the context that is being handed to us. The scan literally says word for word everything and anything that have a beginning and an endless end. If you agree that there's other universes and multiverses that all have a beginning and end, then it cannot only be talking about one universe, nigga. It just blank simple. Anyway, I'm gonna mute myself. Kel, you can go ahead and mute me.
Fucking yapping. Damn. Okay.
Oh, wait, so notice how this guy.
Yapping. Hold up, let me put it on mute one sec.
All right.
I know you're already muted, but I'm just gonna put you on mute. For fear.
All right. So notice how he was going on and on and on, saying all these claims about the cosmology, saying that, asking if I'm aware about all these kinds of things. I'm asking you, like, and he's like, oh yeah, within this context, when I'm asking you, yes, you only showed me one singular page from the supposed, comic that you're showing me, which, pretty much would have all this context, right? Instead of, going on and saying all these claims, I'm asking for the evidence behind that, because all you're doing is presupposing so many things about the cosmology, and I know that's your bad faith, and you use that to your leverage, because, I haven't, read that much Marvel, right? So, instead of actually, going on and on and on, I can actually, and if you're just going to keep, not showing any evidence, then I'm just going to stream the entire comic book, and we can go through the context together, and we can see if this is actually referring to the omniverses. You're just saying, oh, I know your argument is that, this scan, it refers to everything that has a beginning and end, and, the omniverse has a beginning and end, even though I didn't give any evidence of that, even though, I didn't really give any evidence that this even refers to the omniverse itself, but, we just presuppose that, like, yeah. That was just pretty much your argument, right? So, if you're just going to keep not showing any evidence, I'm just going to stream the entire comic. So, Flock, mute him for a second. I just want to hear this one. I'm gonna ask him a question. This one's. If he, starts, babbling, just mute him, all right? Demar, are you going to show evidence? Yes or no? If he's not going to show any evidence, then just mute him again, and I'm just going to start streaming the entire, comic, so we can see the actual context, because he's just refusing to.
I'm not going to answer that question. I'll give my argument once you're done. Once you're finished with your argument.
I'm not obligated? Okay, so wait, you don't have any evidence for that? Okay. So you realize that could just be dismissed right now? That could just be dismissed.
That's an assumption. I'm going to put y'all both on mute real quick. Hold up. Because this shit is fucking retarded as hell. Oh my fucking god. This is what I'm going to do. For initiation, for better tracking, because it's so fucking hard to track this shit, because y'all just keep on yapping. I'm gonna unmute Demar first. I'm gonna try to see what's his expression, and then I'm gonna get your expression after. Okay, Warrior? That's exactly what I'm about to do. So I'm gonna get what's your argument at hand, and then I'm gonna talk to Warrior after. All right, go ahead, Demar.
Okay. Argument. I have to ask you a question. Argument about what? Argument about what he just asked me.
So you can give like what you were arguing for majority, like almost as if it's a conclusion.
Okay.
Almost as if it's like a conclusion of like the full debate, but like just give like the whole point, and then you can and then I'm not gonna don't give your negation yet. I just want to know what y'all
Yeah. Okay, yeah. So first scan I had sent. I'm just gonna give context about what I sent, but it's gonna be simple. First scan I had sent was according. You already know the first scan, which explains of who the divine creator is, and in that second scan said the divine creator was all. And then he was like, and I was like, well, the divine creator can be able to create these that properties, see anything that the divine creator.
One second. Pause.
Okay, 1 second. Let me know when I can continue. Okay.
Hello? My mom just called me.
Hello? Okay.
Yeah, my mom called me. My bad. Go ahead.
Okay, I can continue. All right, so yeah, I'm just for the so the argument that I gave about the argument that I gave was that because I had sent the second scan that says right here this was the book of life itself in which it's written the history of all things and beings from creations with an S, by the way, beginless beginning to its inevitable endless end. I said well, it says the history of all things, by the way. My argument was this, right? You gotta put one thing into picture. You gotta argue based off. You gotta apply context to the situation. I said we can't sit right here and logically deduct that's only talking about a universe if you inherently already agree that there's multiple other external universes in multiverses from this set thing. Meaning that when it references the creation, when it references all creations with an S, not with just not without an S, but with an S. We can logically deduct that it's talking about everything within the grand narrative of Marvel of the Marvel cosmology, meaning that I'm arguing based off context that anything that is a part of this Marvel cosmology, whether it be being, universe, multiverses, or external dimensions, all of that play a factor in this, unless it's the divine creator, of course, because that's the thing we're talking about, dreaming all of it.
What I'm getting
It'll
from
be
this is
including all them things.
So where I'm getting this is this. So what he's applying here and what you're applying here is this. So you're trying to say it's going to all creation. When we speak about all creation, we're speaking about the Marvel universe. I mean, not Marvel universe. I mean, all of Marvel. My bad. All of Marvel.
Yeah.
Like narratives, all of that, right? Everything that's external from each other, everything that's separate, and all that shit, right? And then what you're trying to say is it's applicable to all of that, but he's giving it a limited scope. He's saying, why can't this just be one universe, one narrative? Why does it have to be everything, right? And that's what he's putting into question for you. And you're trying to say, okay, well, we've seen multiple instances where other entities and other universes and shit are actually coinciding and colliding in like one main cosmology. And when we're speaking about creation, we speak about everything. And the book of life is something that is granting and giving preponderance over all of this shit, right? That's what you're trying to go at?
Yeah, then by the way,
that's
he said
what you're saying that
creation
he's saying. I'm not going to say that that's his point, Warrior, because like I want to be fair, and I'm just going to get your point after this. But yeah, that's what you're saying that that's what his interpretation of what you're arguing. Is that all you're going to tell me? Like that you argued, or you got a little bit more?
Yeah. I think I got one more. And then, hold on. Let me see right quick. Yeah. Also, hold on. Shit. Where the fuck is that? Let me see. Yeah. And then also, I think I'll apply one more context. Fuck. Oh, my other phone went dead. I had to switch phones. But yeah. Also, I apply one more context. Just go to my first scan right quick. You can see. I think you couldn't really hear me because me and Roy Z were both interrupting each other and talking over each other. But you can see right here it says, so the sea of creation begins to resolve the secret energies, rolling as God's thoughts with an S, without an S, with an S. And in that hand, I'm just going to skip this, but you can see right here it says the dream took form, the fallen stars were born, living beings, each one the embodiment of a divine thought, a divine feeling, each one unique in the role it will play in the dream of creation. What I'm basically trying to argue that when it's explaining the cosmology, it's using plural words, not just singularity words. I believe all the universe is not what I believe. I think it's special that all the universe is just one singularity. So I feel like it would be contradictory for you to use a plural word, like using an S at the end of the word, talking about plural. Like if I were to talk about multiple humans, I'll use the word S to express when I'm talking about multiple humans. But
so you're trying to say it's plural, meaning that it's in reference to more than one. And he can't try to make a limited scope of it only being to one universe composite. That's what you're saying right there?
Yeah. Basically. All right, but that's all I'm gonna really say for now. You can just go on mute.
All right, Warrior, I'm gonna put him on mute and then I'm gonna come and unmute you. Okay. Warrior, you are unmuted.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Within his quote unquote freaking summary, he came up with new arguments and he loves to strawman a lot. So I'm just gonna explain it from the start as well. So within like the first scan that he sent, right? He said that the creator would dream of darkness, all this stuff, right? And basically I asked him, yeah, to what extent can he like dream these kinds of things? Like I think that the creator in his like supposed framework that he has created, I think that's all that he dreamt of, and therefore we cannot decrease decrease this quote unquote power or increase it. This is the only thing that we get because we don't really know the extent of this quote unquote a dream to reality kind of thing. So he went on to send another scan, right? This scan was basically the one that kind of switched his entire argument, because his argument initially wasn't about the omniverse, it was about him that he can dream whatever, right? So essentially it says this was the book of life itself, in which is written the history of all things in beginning, from creation's beginningless beginning to its endless end. And I asked him, can you provide evidence that this would actually refer to the omniverse? I understand that since due to how the Marvel cosmology is so broad, right? There's like multiple, just like last time, there are like infinite universes within like timelines, therefore it could have all these creations and beginnings, and universes can have multiple creations, right? So saying that it's plural would simply can simply also limit that. So all I'm asking for is evidence that it actually is the omniverse. And by the way, I would still need evidence that the Book of Life is directly correlated to the other scan, and it's actually and that it actually ties in together, because I don't see any correlation between them, right? And so far he hasn't given any evidence of any of that. All he's been doing is saying that via this it would be more likely, but it's not. Due to this with this notion, there would be multiple interpretations, and which are sort of equal, if mine is not more likely, because both of us have an understanding of the Marvel cosmology. And he brought up a bunch of points. Did he say anything new that I didn't address right now? Because he said a bunch of other claims in his conclusion. What did he say?
Maybe he wasn't too expressive on his prior claims. I can try to say that. But what you have presented was, again, you are still putting into question why this. I'm sorry, can you go on mute? Or somebody else? I don't know who the fuck. Can you go on mute real quick? Alright, like I was trying to say. Yeah, so what I'm getting from this is basically like this. He wasn't too expressive on his concepts. That's what you're saying. And then you're thinking like he's bringing in new concepts because he's actually more justifying something. I think when you hold the like when he said omniverse, I think that's what he was trying to build up an argument to get up to. Maybe he didn't express that earlier, but maybe we should try to take the robustness of his argument and try to take it as a strong stance in its interpretation. But what I'm getting from your stance right now, let me get back to your argument. He's not really giving much scans in support to his he's not giving much scans that's in support and consistent.
Yeah. And that would give and that would give like conflicting interpretations, because his basis of it being the omniverse is due to the fact that it's written in plural, right? And I'm saying that it doesn't matter that it's written in plural, because obviously the universe would have multiple creations, so it still makes sense to say creations, even if you say this within an overboard sort of an overview of the universe. There's still like infinite timelines within a universe within Marvel, which I think he's shown one time. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but there are like multiple timelines at least within one universe. So all these kinds of things are still like creations, plurally, because of the broadness of the Marvel cosmology.
Within a universe, or like. So I'm sorry. Let me just recapitulate this real quick. Are you trying to say within a universe or external from a universe? Are you trying to say like there are universes within a universe?
No, there's like different timelines, I think, within a universe, if not separately. Something like that. That's what I remember from like the previous the scan that he previously sent, right? So if he doesn't really offer any external evidence, and nor if he doesn't really do that, then I'm going to have to go into the comic that he's shown me, both the comics, and I'm going to have to read it together to actually look at the context, because he's not showing any external evidence. If he's refusing that, then we're actually going to go through both of which these pages came from.
Comic? You want the comic?
Yeah. So
okay.
Not really the comic. All I need is like external evidence that is actually that supports his claim, right? because his claim is sort of unsupported right now, and can be conflicted by other interpretations that use the same resources that he's using. So Demar, all we need is some.
Hold up, wait, one at a time. We keep on going on. Keep on going on. I'm gonna unmute y'all both. And I'm just gonna unmute y'all both. But of course, I'm not a debater, so I can't really say nothing. But I can at least show you one thing, Warrior, that's in the same comic though, because I read the comic. But this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna unmute y'all both. Please don't go in a fucking fucking fight session. All right? Y'all just gonna converse fucking normally. Wait for him to go, Demar. Wait for him to talk. And then you can talk. And then Warrior, you do the same thing. Alright? I'm gonna unmute y'all both, alrighty? Alright, we're gonna start with Demar. Hold up, Demar. Chill out. Hold up, Warrior. Chill out. Okay, you're both unmuted. Alright.
Okay, sure.
Alright, so are you gonna show evidence?
Would you like to give an argument
the best initiated way to progress this, Warrior, do you understand his argument, or do you need him to suffice more on it?
I think I do know his argument, because his argument is that he can dream.
You're saying he's bringing up new points, which is conflating your vision, right?
So no, not really. It's other.
Capitulate the full argument.
It's look, the same resources that he's using, right? The same scans that he's using, the quote unquote evidence that he's using can arise all these different interpretations and these conflicting interpretations that are brought up, right? And I've brought them up for now, and in order to destroy these other conflicting interpretations of the same resources that he's using, then he'd need to show some external resources or any external evidence that would actually make his stance more concrete, since it's not really concrete right now. So this could go on for a very long time until we actually go through what the context is, or if he shows any external evidence, which I'm starting to think that he doesn't have, due to how long the periods that he's talking in. Anyways, yeah, Demar, you can go ahead.
Okay, Demar, you got something to say for that now? Demar, did you hear that?
Yeah. Okay. Give me a second. I'm trying to find something. I'm gonna try to after this I'm gonna just go ahead for conclusions, by the way.
Okay. So what I'd suggest right now is make sure to just I'm gonna suggest for both of y'all, try to lay it out. This should be y'all last argument right now. Demar, try to lay out all your evidences and all that shit right now that you need to support your argument.
And by the way, I'm gonna go AFK for a bit. I'm gonna go AFK, but so whatever you say is gonna be under it. I just have to do something. Probably gonna be 10 minutes. 10 minutes or less.
I don't want him to give an argument till you come back.
He said 10 minutes though. Oh hell no. I guess. Yeah, I guess.
I mean, if I were you right now, I'd start forming an argument till he comes back to make his stuff more robust or something.
Yeah, I was already doing that while he was talking.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm just giving tips right now. I'm no bias of nature, right? So I'm trying to understand both of you guys' arguments, his negation and your argument. I just have one question for you. Are you trying to make because did you deductively say, or actually, let's not say deductively. Did you give a declarative statement, right? That you are saying that he has control over the omnivores, or are you trying to say that you are trying to give more probability for the omnivores?
No. I'm trying to go by the deductive reasoning. I'm trying to say that is the case. I'm not arguing it's more probable. He arguing what's more probable, but I'm arguing no, this actually is the case. It's not more probable. But he trying to turn the argument to an argument from probability though. Yeah.
Sure.
I already got my argument.
Okay, and if you need the comic, I'm gonna just send in your DMs. Just look real quick. I already know you got it, but I'm just gonna send it right there.
Give me a second. There we go. Thank you, Gail. I already had it, but you know, it just makes stuff way more faster.
Yo, hello? I'm back. Hello?
What's up?
I'm surprised, though. I'm surprised of one thing.
What's up?
I'm not gonna say it now.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Line on them talkies. Hold up. Yeah?
Of course. You were just a talkie eater, bro.
Shit's good. I'm on that talkie. Hold up. Put that down. We better turn up. I'm surprised you didn't try to argue for a con reason. I mean, conductive.
I know. That's what I'm gonna do. You don't even need to say it. I already thought of that. Yeah, I already did that.
Yo, I'm back. I'm back.
What's good, Warrior? How you doing, man?
Yeah, I'm doing alright. How about you?
Doing pretty good. Okay, y'all can go ahead and proceed real quick.
Alright, I'm just gonna say that I'm not. Hold on. Just to be clear.
Demar giving.
Just to be clear, I'm not arguing for probability, and Demar, your argument isn't definitive at all, because the reason why it's not definitive is because it would get defeated by multiple other, interpretations that conflict your definitive stance, meaning that, it's not, meaning that it's not. I can go out and argue that, my interpretation would be definitive, but if the same resources are used and have a formal argument that conflict that kind of interpretation, which you argue is definitive, then it would not be definitive. That's the thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're gonna leave it there. Okay. So, you can go ahead and try to refute this, Demar, by, what you was going to do when he left, which is by explaining why your shit is gonna be definitive and explaining and giving your evidences. This is gonna be your last argument. He's gonna give his last refutation, then I'm giving conclusions. All right?
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
Okay. All right, who the fuck background that is? That's all I hear. What the fuck is that noise? What the? Is I'm the only one hearing that? No, that's your background, nigga.
That's not me, bro. I was just on mute. What are you talking about?
Who background that is? Bro, someone need to. Hey, I think something's going on. Someone need to. Poseidon, can you meet Poseidon right quick?
I don't think it's Poseidon, but okay.
Hold on. Damn. So let me meet myself. No, it's not me. The fuck? Oh. Some nigga playing
down
audio.
watching a video. You watching a video.
That shit just mad annoying, bro. I can't argue. Like, I'm trying to argue, but that background noise, bro. Mute your mic. Mute your mic so I can get my argument.
Alright, also I don't agree to conclusions after this because if new points get brought up, then the debate would proceed. And I think that, abruptly ending
sure.
Yeah.
You can go and give your argument after my argument, then we can go to conclusions.
Sure.
I don't really care.
Yeah, I don't get any conclusions. I don't get any conclusions.
Oh.
Yeah.
You wanna prolong this bullshit?
No, I'm not. I'm not really trying to prolong. I'm not really trying to prolong anything. I'm just going to give my argument right quick. Then you can go and give your argument. Then I'm forcing conclusions.
No forcing conclusion. Look, this is what we're gonna do.
So look. I'm gonna give it like it's not to like prolong it. All right, go ahead.
Would you be glad if you got the last refutation? Would you be happy to go to conclusions after you get the last refutation?
I mean, sure.
Okay.
That's
then we're good.
fine. Yeah,
we're good.
I already agree. I already agree that after I'm done, he just go and give his argument. Then we can already go to conclusions. I'm just not for the waste time. Yeah. In a way, yeah. In a way, by the way, yeah. I'm gonna just.
All right, good.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
So before I actually go and get
I'm gonna go on mute. You go ahead, give your argument, and prove everything.
Things he said.
This is your last point.
He tried to sit right here and bring up that a couple of my arguments or a couple of my argumentation, a statement that I actually gave was actually conflicting with each other. I'm just gonna respond to that, but they actually wasn't really conflicting each other. What I would just use it to actually draw a conclusion would call conductive reasoning. Conductive reasoning, by the way, of course, in case of this guy where you don't really know, is where you use multiple independent premises in order to draw a logical conclusion to go based off. Like if I were to give an example right here where if I like to give multiple pros and cons on why I think you should buy like a hybrid car and stuff. I'm giving you the cons of that set theme, but I'm also giving you the pros on why it would just be logical for you to actually buy that set car. It's just that's what a conductive reason is. It's just giving multiple independent premises in order to draw a logical conclusion to go based off. Anyways, I'm just going to move on to there. You also brought up that I didn't really reference an omniverse within my first argument, so therefore my whole argument would just be changing. Nah, nigga, I think that would just be a logical. I just think that would just be a logical inference where I'm leaving, where like we can draw a logical conclusion going based on my prior premise and conclusion that I'm trying to draw to go based off what the second premise within my argument would just really be. And I think the second premise would just explicitly just be down reference to omniverse in that argument, right? Because obviously when I brought up the omniverse within my conclusion that I try to draw, a reference to omniverse being all of creation, aka everything, aka all of dimensions, all of universe, every being. I don't really care what it is. If that thing exists, then they have some set part. It didn't have some set part. Then it's part of that set omniverse that I sit right here and just actually reference. Now I'm just to go on up on my argument on why I think what I just said is actually inherently the case. So and give more evidence on why the omniverse will actually be all of creation. So I'm going to give you multiple. Hold on, not this one. Not that. Let me delete that right quick. Not that. Let me go. Here we go. I think that's it. Yeah, here we go. So if you can see value multiple of these scans, but I'm just for to really give an argument on these scans, by the way. Going based on my first thing, it literally says right here, the omniverse. Everything it says right here, the omniverse is a collection of every single universe dimension. Everything is in the omniverse. And there is only one omniverse within the omniverse collection of associated realms. Different multiverses referred as to as a. I don't really care about that part, but the part I care about that this set scan give context and reference what I literally just argue, which is that omniverse within this set category would just be counted as everything within that set grand scope of narrative, aka the Marvel narrative that we're talking about. My second scan also referenced the same thing that the first scan says, but it's the last scan that we need to look to in order to give context. So if you can see right here where it says the Marvel Handbook, right? The Marvel Handbook. By the way, for people who don't know what a Marvel Handbook is, it's basically a data book, but they just call it a handbook. Defines it as all of fiction and reality combined. AK, whenever for all this that thing being fiction or reality combined, AK Inky is talking about the divine creator, where the divine creator viewing this set creation as a dream, but also the set creation will also be a reality. It's just talking about the grand view on it's just talking about the range on how the divine creator viewed this setting, which will actually be the setting as a dream. Yes, it can be within reality. Yes, this setting is real and it actually exists within reality and a fictional narratives. But it will also be, but the divine creator just viewed this setting differently for how normal beings would just view this at reality. That's the way it says right here in reference. And then you can go right here. It says right here, all and reality combined. If this definition, then no fictional character can logically reach this high as possible, supposed to be an omnipotent fictional entity. I don't really care about that part, but the part I care about is the first part. So I'm really going to go ahead and give that now. But so P1. So premise one. So it would just actually go like this, right? Premise one: the divine creator dreams of dreams of. I'm gonna just go and start at the beginning. The divine creator dreams of. Hold on, shit, I forgot what it actually says. The concept that it actually says. So I don't really want to misconstrue anything. Yeah. Okay.
Hey, just slow down. Slow down for a second. All right.
Yes. Okay.
You trying to make trying to make an inference now, right?
Okay.
All right. So,
okay.
Hold up.
Okay.
Hold up. 1 second.
All right. So I'm just gonna make a logical inference right quick. So give me a second. Give me a second. Okay.
All right, I'm back. All right, so just go make that fucking inference real quick. I'm gonna chill back for a second. Just wait 1 second. Warriors Z. Hopefully you're tracking. If you can't track, I can always recapitulate most of his argument. Or and you can try to write it down on some shit. Just want to say. Yo, all these niggas in chat better chill down, bro. Like, bro, I know y'all mad at this nigga Demar, but like, just chill for a second, guys. Just chill, gang. There's so much people on him, bro. 1 second. Okay, just all right. How about this? Make me a deal. You try to not talk about him until after this debate. Yeah. What do you mean crying? The fuck? You think
Okay.
it's weird?
Yeah. Okay.
I'm fucking laughing. Anyway,
right, so
yeah, don't talk about him
until after logical inference. I'm gonna give on how the omniverse in this content would be everything within existence and how it's the put that context.
Hold up. Before you do, let me ask you. Was it said to be deductively?
Mm-hmm.
Is it going to be like a deductively valid inference?
Okay. So premise one. The definition of premise one would be the definition of the universe. And it's that case, right? The omniverse is defined as the totality of all possible. We're not going to say all possible universe, but we're going to say of all possible universe and realities. The definition applies. This definition inherently applies to all encompassing scope, right? Not really just a singularity scope, but all encompassing scope. Just to give more context to this dude named Rosie because they don't like to listen. Premise two would be the existence in universes. Hold on, actually, let me just go ahead and send that right quick. Shit, hold on. I'm in debate. Yeah, I am in debate. Let me go ahead and send that to you right quick. Here we go. One scan. Second scan. I just had to send these two scans because my two prior scan don't really use the word universes with an S and implore the word universe versus, but these two scans coming from these two scans coming from the same comic as the prior two scans that I sent. Get the plural definition or the plural. How do I say this? Give the word universe plurality in the set context of what they're talking about. So the existing in universe. If the omniverse include all possible universe in reality, it might also include every form in levels of existing within those set universes, right? Which I'm pretty sure we already went over by the part of the definition that I already gave. Then premise three would just be inclusiveness. I don't know how to really phrase this word. My bad if I pronounced this everything wrong. Since the omniverse you said what? Yeah, inclusiveness.
Inclusive? You said inclusiveness? Okay, yeah. What inclusiveness means is just basically including or covering all the sources and facilities.
Since the omniverse is defined as encompassing every conceivable and inconceivable reality in it, it logically follows that it includes all aspects of existence, retaphysical, abstract, or hypothetical. Meaning, you can't really just apply a limitation to the set thing, since the definition itself already applies that it encompasses all these set things unknown or known to your set logicality. Meaning that just because you don't really talk to Ray Z, just because you don't really have knowledge on all of Marvel, you don't really know what every reality within the set thing is. Just because you're going by your own ignorance, it doesn't mean you can't really apply a limitation to the set definition, because set definition already generalized the set thing being incompatible of all of existence. My bad if I'm talking too fast. I'm gonna slow down here. And then, so the logical conclusion that we can really draw for the set inference is that, therefore, is that since the universe is defined as all encompassing and includes every possible universe in reality, it must logically be equivalent to all of existence in that case. Meaning that the only deductive conclusion that we can take right here and draw for, going based on what my prior two scan says, aka reference the Book of Life in this, aka where it says here, where it said all things and beings from creation, aka using the word all. It in my other scan where it says right here. Let me go get it right quick. Yeah, the sea of creation began to resolve, aka sea of creations, by the way. So, and it's that context. What I'm saying right here, trying to say just to sit right here and specify for you that since in this case, I already made a logical inference in order to prove that the universe in this case would just be referenced as all of existence within this context. I feel like the only deductive conclusion that we can really draw from this is that when these two prior scans, aka going based on other content I also gave, reference or used the words that all things are the reference of all of creation. We can't sit right here and only say it only and apply limitality to the set thing only being a universe, right? Since we already know that the interpretation of the universe is really just a false interpretation, because going based on my recent two scan that I just sent, we see them use the word universes as a plural noun, aka giving more content that they isn't just talking inherently about one universe. So that my bad on stutter around. I need to slow down. So that's the interpretation would just be a false interpretation going based off this, because I'm pretty sure your prior interpretation was that it can only be referenced to universe, and that this universe can rebirth multiple times, or that this universe have multiple timelines within it, so it can apply this universe as plural. But these set timeline wouldn't be counted as universes in the instance, but they will be counted as set different dimension within that universal construct. So we know, since he used the word universes, there's other external factor that actually play within this set definition, or when they speaking about all of creation, aka just to debunk the interpretation that you just gave. Now I'm gonna just sit right here and trying to conclude right here. I got one more argument to give, and then I'm gonna just sit right here and just go ahead and really, like, let me see. Give me a second. Trying to get something right quick. Let me grab something so I can go ahead and round off my argument. Okay, here we go right here. Got something. Okay, got it. Getting something right quick. Okay. Okay. Now, and then I'm just going to give a logical inference about how the Book of Life would just be referenced the context about actually reference the context on how it's talking about the omniverse, because I'm pretty sure I made two arguments. I made the first argument that the omniverse is the bottom of everything and all things within the Marvel grand scope of narrative. And then the second argument that I gave, which the most important one in this instance, is that the Book of Life actually referenced talking about the omniverse, which you want me to prove in this instance. So I'm just going to draw this down by giving a logical inference in this case. Okay. So the definition of the Book of Life. So the definition of the Book of Life in Marvel Comics. The Book of Life is the Book of Life. Just to give you context of what the Book of Life is a mystical tome or a mystical book in this case that records every event, reality, in timeline within the Marvel multiverse. Its purpose is to document all possible outcomes of existing. AK reference when the Book of Life gave context and reference that it records the history of all things. Secondly, the logical inference we're going to be talking about, AK being premise 3, the scope of the Book of Life. The scope of the Book of Life, right? The scope of the Book of Life in this content would be the Book of Life role in recording every universe, dimension, and event applies that it encompasses all possible reality within the Marvel universe. Comparison, just to apply a comparison to this case, since the Book of Life records all conceivable realities and events, it suggests a scope that aligns with the concept with the concept. Shit, why is I stuttering? I need to slow down. With the concept of an omniverse being comprehensive and all encompassing. Secondly, AK being inclusion, this AK being 5, just to give you an inference. Given that the Book of Life covers every universe in reality in Marvel's multiverse, and the omniverse is defined as all inclusive of all universes in reality, it's logical to infer that the Book of Life functions similar to the omniverse within the Marvel framework. Therefore, in this case, the most logical deductive conclusion we can sit right here and draw. Not trying to really argue for possibility. I'm saying that it actually is the case that if the Book of Life record every conceivable universe in reality, it can refer to represent or be equivalent to the omniverse in Marvel's in the context of what we did here and gave. Meaning that it would be more logical to just draw the conclusion that in this case the Book of Life will actually be referenced to Marvel Omniverse and not really be referencing the Marvel Universe. My bad. I just had to go get other shit, by the way. And one more thing before we move on. Just shit, I thought I already got that screenshot. My bad, Kel. Yeah, my bad. Because he would keep on because
Damn, nigga, you getting a lot of things, gang.
Yeah, my bad. It's on recording, by the way. And
remember,
I had also tested it out.
Give a conclusion.
Yeah, I had also tested out.
No, because all the shit you said. Look. Okay. If you ever text out and shit, all the shit you said.
Okay.
Within the conclusions, I'm gonna need you to like shorten that. I'm not sure how you're gonna do that. I could give you a method. Okay. Probably if you have it all texted out, you can probably go to ChatGPT.
I got one more thing. I'm gonna go get this. I'm gonna go get this.
But that shit was way too much to track, game. But
no, I think I got it as a link. Hold on. Yeah, I think I got it as a link. I know I got it as a link.
All right. Don't worry, your time is gonna shine, bro. But don't give some.
Yeah, but
please don't yap for like 2 hours
before I even could give anything.
I don't even want the more to do that.
So basically, right here, just to give more context, right here, in case people don't know what a gravitational singularity is, this basically to give more evidence in my reference to where I literally I know I stated that in this context, it can't really be talking about a universe because it used a plural word, right? Whereas in the set context of a universe itself is just a singularity. Yes, there's events and set things within that singular universe, but it still would just be inherently counted with a singularity. For an example, yes, I got multiple body parts that make up my body, aka being a unity, my organs and everything. But you wouldn't call me humans. You'll call me a human because I'm just a singular thing. Same thing within the universe. You want to call it the universe. You wouldn't call the universe universes or use a plural word in order to logically know what the universe is. Because even though there's other events within that universe to make up itself, it's still just a singularity event or a singular reality, therefore being a singularity. So again, basically what I'm trying to say that I gave multiple arguments and I gave multiple evidence in order to factor in that you can't really draw that just because it's an interpretation doesn't necessarily make that interpretation true. Basically what I'm trying to say that the interpretation you gave should be false interpretations because it doesn't logically follow what the scan and evidence are given. But my interpretation in this case would be the true interpretation. logic because it's multiple evidence, and I gave multiple logical inference in order to draw a conclusion on why this interpretation is actually the case. All right, you can go ahead and say what you want to say now. I'm going to mute myself.
Okay, I got that last argument right there too. Make sure to start copy pasting or like get your argument short. If you really said all that shit in this debate, I'm gonna unmute you. By the way, you already unmuted, but like, if you really said all that shit in this debate, I don't know, gang. If you really had all that shit typed out and you said this shit, gang, you gonna have to like put that shit in chat.
That's what I'm doing right now.
Short in it, nigga, and paste in my DMs because that shit was hella fucking yak. So I can understand your argument, but Warrior, you're already unmuted. You can unmute yourself. I'm gonna mute him real quick.
Alright. There's a lot to unpack here. There's a lot to unpack here, I'm telling you. Okay, so you said you could use multiple premises to draw a logical conclusion, but at first you did not give a syllogism or a formal argument with multiple premises, by the way. And you can still give refutations to the premises and conclusion, which I already have. And, by the way, in order to, logically infer what it was, by the way, you can think it's a reference to the omnivores, but these premises would need arguments for them. Syllogisms are not axioms; they are things that set up your arguments, right? And we know it's all of creations, Ron. And by the way, you need to give evidence that this, scan. Hold on, you sent a scan somewhere. Let me go find it. By the way, this is literally from a wiki. Hold on, give me a second. Don't worry. I'm gonna give P1, P2, and then conclusion as well because his was like completely ass. But I'm gonna attack the basis of these premises because those are the biggest problems here. I'm just gonna OCR this, by the way. Hold on, let me OCR this. There it is. So this is legit from. Let me search this up. Yeah, this is legit from some wiki page. It's not even from the actual Marvel thing. And you would need to prove the reliability behind that. I could just use this by a lack of reliability, which doesn't make your argument concrete. And as for the first two scans, would you actually provide the two scans about the cosmology about that says about Earth what was it called? It was about, hold on, where is it? Yeah, about Earth, the ones about Earth 616 and the other ones, right? Essentially, hold on, let me just pull the scan up. Let me just reply to it real quick. Here it is, yeah. Let me copy and paste the scan. Yeah. Would you, and by the way, can you actually provide that evidence that this actually would actually apply to every single comic book? And I can give the basis behind that. So basically, P1, a cosmological scan or simile within a specific Marvel work is only proven to apply to that work unless there is evidence suggesting that its application to other works. P2, Marvel's cosmology, as described in any scan, can vary between different works, timelines, and continuities due to the multiverse concept and the multiple writers involved. P3, within the debate, the burden of proof, it would lie on the one making the claim that a scan applies to all Marvel works and not just one it originates from. And the conclusion would be, therefore, you must provide evidence that the first two scans of Marvel's cosmology would apply universally across all Marvel works in order for it to be valid in debate. And let me give you the argument for this one. First of all, there's Marvel's diversity again, right? Within the Marvel universe, multiple canons and continuities. For instance, the Ultimate Marvel universe, 1,610 has a completely different cosmology and set of rules rather than the mainstream Marvel universe. A scan from Earth 1610 doesn't necessarily apply to 616 or any parts of the multiverse, right? And there's also writer and editorial differences. Different writers, editors, and creative teams craft stories, which would and each of them they would give a unique concept of the characters, cosmological frameworks, and how it works, the scientists talking, etc., etc. A statement or cosmological structure seen in one comic might be specific to the writer's interpretation, and unless it's explicitly stated otherwise, right? It cannot automatically be applied to other works or continuities within the Marvel universe. And I can give you an analogy of that. So first of all, let's just say that both of us are Marvel writers, and you write a Marvel about Hulk, you write a comic about Hulk, and also we write a comic about Hulk. But then I try to take over your comic by saying that yes, for example, Hulk, the cosmology of this one, it can basically extend infinitely, but then yours also has finite. So I cannot take over yours, right? That doesn't make any sense. So that analogy would pretty much apply here. And there's also a lack of universal attribution.
So a scan only proves a point within its own context unless there's a specific evidence or external evidence or, a predecessor suggesting otherwise, right? Unless there's a source, explicitly claims to apply to the entire universe. The thing is that the assumption should be that it applies only to its specific storyline continuity, right? I'm leaving the argument for premise 2. So, that Marvel's multiverse concept means that each universe within Marvel would operate until a bunch of different laws, rules, etc., etc. For example, cosmology in the Ultimate Universe, it would have different cosmic entities, levels of power than Earth Rex, or any alternate universe. Even within Earth 616, cosmological explanations, it even changes over time. It even changes within the different writers, etc., etc., etc. Right? And we've seen that before. We've seen this happen multiple times.
That all game?
No, give me a second. Yeah, no, give me a second.
Okay. Fuck. This shit's gonna go on forever, bro. You over here saying, here's a lot to unpack because you gave 70 fucking arguments, nigga. What the fuck, bro?
Alright. So I'm back. So, let me get up there. So we're back here. Alright. So there's also contradictions between different sources of works, right? Different storylines, it would contradict one another in how they portray cosmological or power level hierarchy, right? For example, cosmic entities like the Living Tribunal, it would have varying levels of influence or power in the different storylines, right? We've seen that with Doctor Doom, we've seen that with Beyonder, we've seen that with so many of these characters, right? So this variability would pretty much support the fact that we shouldn't assume uniformity across every single Marvel book there ever was. And there's constant reboots, retcons, and revisions to the cosmology and characters, right? So, without the clear evidence, a cosmological scan from one Marvel work cannot be, presumed to reflect the cosmological structure of all Marvel works. And let me give you the argument for premise 3, since I had 3 premises and a conclusion. So,
why the fuck y'all make y'all premises so fucking long?
So, within formal debates, right? Let's just say if you're making a claim, you're responsible for providing evidence to support it. That's that's pretty much very self-evident. I don't even think I need to actually. I don't think I actually clarifying this one, right? And also there would need to be specific. We're actually also rejecting overgeneralization, right? If you generalize the entire thing from a few specific scans or statements just to apply it. An entire franchise that has gone on for over 8 decades, 7 decades, if not more than that. So it's been going on for decades, right? There's going to be retcons. There's going to be all that. You cannot generalize it with a single scan. That's not how it works. That's not how a long-running franchise works. There would need to be updates. There would need to be a bunch of answers that need to be questioned. And there's obviously changes that always go on within the Marvel, right? Just as one cannot generalize a small sample of data to an entire population without any further external evidence, right? And one cannot claim a cosmology applies universally in Marvel without proper, cross-canonical evidence. And let me give you the argument for my conclusion, right? So within, you would need to prove how it's universal, right? Since you pretty much made a claim and a premise of universality, your stance would pretty much self-evidently be about universality, right? Since you think the scan is, across every single, basically it's universal across, the Marvel franchise. And since you have a lack of universal evidence that, Marvel's cosmology is uniform in all works, it would be a terrible idea and terribly to actually accept to use these scans to make universal claims within a debate. So this actually weakens your argument unless you can provide actually something to claim, to support your claim of universality, right? And also this would actually keep a good faith and be healthy for the dialectic. And let me go here. Hold up. Also, I have some other things to say. A bunch of scans too. A bunch of scans that I gathered, which you try to ignore, right? And first of all, you haven't proven that P1, the definition that you gave from the first 2 scans, were applied universally because the characters you are using are from different authors and other Marvel works. And by the way, we cannot forget that it says universes, right? then it might actually be limited to a multiverse, retard, which legit disproves your omnipotent claims. Because we know that, if it was actually outside, the multiverse and actually in the grand scheme, it would say the omniverse, that universe is. It's, even since, by going by your logic, then, and going by those two scans that you said, this is so contradictory. Because then, he would actually be referring to him encompassing a multiverse, since he's only referring to much all these universes, right? And you would need to prove the presupposition of the omniverse definition actually applies, since there's so many unbacked claims you made, including the premise. And it's so funny, you wouldn't think that I wouldn't attack every single one of them. You just wanted one to slide, to slide through in order for us to agree the first conclusion and say, oh, well, he didn't refute that one, therefore you'd win, right? Like, I know, like, we've seen that scheme before. That's been ever since 2020, right? Even though I have never been in the comp since 2020, but still. Yeah, by the way, talking fast does not even make you rhetorically appealing. Like, you're getting nerfed by your own list, right? You kind of sound like Daffy Duck. And, by the way, how could he be all-encompassing if he actually got held in hand by the living tribunal? Hold on, let me send that real quick. Let me send that scan real quick. There's some crap right here. Go inside the debate channel. How could he be all-encompassing and be essence if he's also physical? Not only physical, but also being held by living tribunal, which would represent that living tribunal actually encompasses the present. Which is basically connected to about all these characters, cosmological, all these cosmic characters, cosmic figures that you're using, right? And this would also contradict a bunch of other narratives, and trying to connect them all together is because we have this guy, right, who pretty much says that his power will be unlimited with no shore. So how could he be beyond that if it would be unlimited with no shore? Because how can he be beyond something with no limit? That doesn't make any sense, right? And another thing is that this right here. Now this would, and by the way, this would also contradict your idea, because it legit shows that the character you're using doesn't actually encompass everything. Because everything would mean all properties, yet this property would be out of reach. It doesn't make any sense. So yours isn't definitive at all. So your syllogism, and you're trying to go to the definitive, so you get on Kel's good side. So it's like, oh well, you made a really, you actually didn't argue independently, acted definitively. That's not going to give you any good boy points now, because now the entire argument has fallen, and now it's no longer definitive, because it's contradicted by the entire franchise that you're trying to use. Doesn't make any sense at all. And by the way, you haven't given the motivation that we should take these other authors in the specific order that you're trying to reach, right? So yeah, this would pretty much contradict your entire crap, since I just pretty much prove my entire burden. Anyways, yeah, you said that you want to conclude after this. Sure, we can go ahead and do that. Kel, do you want to conclude, or like do you have everything tracked?
All this fucking no, I'm not fucking When y'all fucking make an argument for like 3 hours.
Well, bro, the conclusion is going to be long. The conclusion is going to be long. That's the problem here. Because look, I think we should look, Flock. You know what, crap. You know what, just screw this. Let's just move on instead of like concluding, and you can go back to the recording and watch our, and just write it down, because it's in order for the debate to progress. Because remember last time when we actually concluded and went like an entire brawl throughout the entire server, we don't want that to happen yet. It's just going to waste our time. So how about we just move on from this, and we go on to a brand new point, right? So that this debate can actually progress, so we are stuck on one point. Do you agree with that? I think that's healthy for the dialectic. I think that's pretty good, because not only do you get extra time to actually break down all these arguments, sort of take the meat off the bone. You would also a way clearer overview, and you'd also save time. So I think we should just move on to a brand new point.
All right. Yeah. So this is what we're gonna do. This is what I'm gonna do right here. All right. Demar, let me ask you a question. I'm gonna make it, but let me ask you a question in chat. Is that all you're giving as like an argument for your character? Do you have more to establish for your character, or is that all you're gonna give? I think.
Yeah, because if he has more, then we can move on to another point in which he can, continue scaling his character. And yeah.
Okay.
Let me answer. Okay. All right, go ahead. Watch this guy go on a Yap Fest. If he goes on Yap Fest, mute him because this is.
Please don't go on a Yap Fest.
For this premise, that's all I got.
Just mute him.
I'm gonna put you on mute because we're already at conclusion, so I'm not gonna have a Yap Fest.
For this premise, yeah.
So that's all you need to argue for your character?
For the point we on right now, that's all I need to argue for my character. We can just go and complete this whole point.
You mean like for this point?
No.
Okay. Nothing more for that. Okay. So
wait. I said for this point, by the way.
To this nigga Warrior character.
Entire character.
Okay, Warrior. I'm about to unmute you real quick. Well.
What? Wait, so what?
No, go back on mute. Hold on, I'm putting you right back on mute, Warrior. Hold on, let me talk to this nigga real quick. You said for this.
Yeah. Like for my character.
You said for this point, like nothing else. I mean, like, do you have anything else?
Yeah. Of course. That's why I'm trying to get this whole point out the way. That's why I'm trying to get this point. That's why I'm trying to get this point out the way.
Oh my fucking god, bro! I'm crying, bro. I'm actually crying.
Actually, nah. I have nothing else to really argue. I think I already ain't really argue what I argue. I feel like I already gave him the heck I already ain't really want to give him.
Okay. Put you on me. Just we're gonna go AFK for a sec. My mom called me. Yeah. Chill. Okay, I'm back. Hello? Alright. Let me see. Did I unmute this nigga? No, I have not unmuted this nigga, Warrior. Alright, Warrior, you can go.
Alright, so for the scaling, I'm gonna have to go AFK for a bit since I have to look for the PDF. Get the screenshot and send the source inside the chat. Is that fine?
Take your time, gang. You got a lot of time.
This might take like maybe 10 minutes, maybe under, something like that. Yeah. I have a lot of jacks in my PC.
My bad, gang. Hello.
Alright, bro. You can hear us now?
I was looking at the PDF.
Oh, you looked at? Oh yeah, you were looking at the PDF.
I was looking at the.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was looking at the
Cobson.
PDF so I can see what you're referencing.
Yeah, that's Cobson. And that's my argument. No, that's actually no. It's actually a character. Hold on, let me send you a picture of Cobson. Hold on. Hold on.
We can.
Hold on. There's Cobson. Hold on, let me send you. No, let me just send you Cobson, bro, because like it's an actual character. All right, check us out the chat real quick. Check us out the chat. I mean, check us out the debate channel. This is Cobson, since he's like Van to White, right? And this is Cobson. It's Cobson.
Not sure. That's fine. Okay. Can you prove the reliability? Of this kind of other PDF file?
Oh yeah, because it basically happened both narratively and it happened both anecdotally, and he showcased that by feat. And yeah, that's pretty much the thing. So that's. And by the way, you're saying the reliability, even though this PDF is basically the narrative of Cobson itself. So that's like me going, oh, can you? That's like you showing me a comic of Spider-Man saying, can you prove the reliability
of this,
anything that presents the narrative,
of this book, right? That's basically what it sounds like. Yeah. You said anything within the narrative can come as canon into the. I mean, if it's not external and it's in the canon itself, then it should be canon. If it's within the canon narrative, then sure. Yeah. That the PDF is canon within itself because it's literally it's literally the story itself. Like, what are you talking about? So are you saying that there are other external stories within this?
Right here and stating that this thing is the story itself doesn't really give any evidence. Doesn't really give any evidence to justification on why this thing is the story.
Hold on, two block. Tell me this. So you want me to prove?
I don't really care. I don't really care about that.
Alright, you know what? Yeah, let me give you a syllogism. So this guy loves syllogisms. Let me break down a syllogism. Yeah, let me give a syllogism since you love syllogisms. So I'll give you some of that.
Yo, hold on. Don't on me. Bro, it was so hard to understand this. Okay. Yo, Warrior, I'm not gonna lie, your mic is very like crispy and has like a lot of air. So it's kinda like hard to understand you for the most part of it. But I'm gonna try to grasp your argument. Can you recapitulate it in the most simplest form? And then Demar, can you tell me what your negation was or something?
Alright, so look, Demar asserted, can you prove that this is reliable, right? And I said, why should I prove the reliability, and what would be the basis behind your skepticism if this is the narrative itself? This is literally just the only narrative I'm going by. There's nothing external, and there's nothing internal to it, right? There's like nothing to it. This is basically like you showing me a book, right? You showing me a book about Spider-Man, a comic about Spider-Man, then me showing, can you prove that this is canon to itself, right? That doesn't really inherently make sense or logically follow, or even like is healthy for the dialectic. And yeah, if he's going to keep doing that, then I'm going to give a syllogism about like why his question and arguments about that. And by the way, he still hasn't given a basis for skepticism. So yeah, go ahead.
Demar, you?
Okay, notice how he just unmuted, by the way. Just to go and tell you what I'm saying, I apply skepticism on why this PDF file would just be reliable to go based off in order to present evidence, would be reliable to go based off. He simply just stated, well, if you show me a comic of Spider-Man, then that said thing would be within there and blah blah blah. I don't really care about it because I can show you a fan-made version of a comic about Spider-Man. It doesn't inherently make this that thing. It doesn't inherently make this a fan fiction reliable or canon to that character, right? So I don't really think that debunks anything that they don't really debunk my skepticism that I really just gave the basis. And then by the way, before we even finished, I also stated this. I said just because you give statement that says just that thing is canon or that just that thing reliable to go based off, it doesn't inherently prove that. So my skepticism is to him, can you actually prove that this thing is reliable to go based off, and that this thing is inherently canon to that character? Then all he really did just gave statements. I don't really think that debunks anything that I really just gave, because I can sit right here and give a statement that I can fly. It doesn't inherently disprove the claim that I can't fly, because there's no evidence to back up if I can fly or not. Simply just giving claim doesn't inherently prove anything. That's what I'm saying right here. So yeah, we should just go on first conclusions. I don't really care about his syllogism. Yeah. Yeah.
So you put into question the officialization of it being a canon or fiction or something, and you're trying to say that him just making a claim, if it being externally validated, or it
claims
being true,
I don't really think. I don't think
not enough evidence.
Claims are not. I'm saying claims are not sufficient enough evidence in order to back up justification on why this thing inherently is the case. Like I said for my example, I can sit right here and give a claim. If I can really sit right here and give a claim, I can fly.
Hold on, so.
Okay, until you give me the recording, because I will.
Sure.
Oh yeah, but hold on. Yeah, but that's hold on. But that's because I'm not finished. He just straight up started making a random claims. And by the way, okay. So let me tell you why this would actually be reliable, because I was just about to give him a syllogism, right? So look,
P1, a fictional narrative is self-contained and within its own context, right? The truth would be defined by its internal consistency, right? And P2, the story of Cobson Krause is the only narrative that exists for this fictional world, which means that there is no external source or alternative canon to compare it to. So P3, in the absence of, contradicting accounts, this single narrative is analytically true by definition, reliable, and canon to itself, right? And by the way, your skepticism about the reliability of the fictional world essentially would just be unfounded, because reliability in fiction is determined by the internal consistency of its own narrative, right? Not by any external proof. Like, what are you talking about? This doesn't make any sense at all. And to provide a valid criticism, you have to demonstrate an actual inconsistency or flaw within the narrative, not just merely question its reliability without any cause. So yeah, you can go ahead and actually give an actual refutation to this, because this is just ass. Go ahead. Yeah, we can force conclusions. Good luck. Give your verdict. Give your verdict. This guy's not gonna say anything.
Yeah, slide the rec real quick, so I can track this.
Yeah, but wait, did you get what I said? Because I can repeat it.
I don't know why y'all use this other recording bot called Craig. I never got a recording out of it.
Yeah, I heard your whole.
Alright, so look.
I heard
Too long. Let me tell you. Did you hear my syllogism? Did you hear my syllogism? Wait, no. I have to make sure that Kel. Hold on. I have to make sure that Kel. Oh wait, don't. I have to make sure that Kel actually listen. Hold on. Kel, mute him. Alright.
Okay.
So
give the P1 real quick, and I'll.
Alright. So look. P1. Alright. So look. P1, a fictional narrative, would be self-contained and within its own context, its truth would be defined by its internal consistency and its author, right? P2, the story of Cobson Krause is the only narrative that exists for this fictional world, meaning there is no
P1. Repeat it.
Yeah, P1, a fictional narrative would be self-contained and, it would be within its own context. Its truth would be defined by its internal consistency and author. Did you get that? Hold on. Keep yourself unmuted so you know that you're following. Keep yourself unmuted. Mute yourself. Oh my god, bro. Oh my god.
Look in chat. I'm tracking in chat.
Alright. So basically, P2, the story of Cobson Krause is the only narrative that exists for this fictional world, meaning there is no external source or alternative canon to compare it to. P3, in the absence of contradicting accounts, this single narrative is, by definition, an analytically true, reliable, and canon to itself.
Type that out, because that's so much. I can't type because you're going too fast. You're gonna have to type
bro. You know what? Yeah. I'm just type it to you. Checking DMs. I'm gonna type that to you because this guy Demar terribly lost to this syllogism.
Yeah,
there is no external source, nothing internal. It's really just one narrative by itself, nothing else. That's the only thing I'm using.
Alright, Demar, I'm gonna ask you a question. If you don't understand it, just say it. Just tell me if you understand this or not. Alright, I'm gonna mute you. Tell me, do you understand his argument at hand? You do or you don't? Please tell me.
Yeah, I have a condition.
Do you have a disagreement with it, right? Or no?
Alright, bro. Yeah, yeah. Alright. Good.
Alright, can I go ahead and get my negation?
Is this guy more?
He's probably good.
Okay, sure. Give me a second.
Yeah, go ahead.
Want to make sure I got this right. Yeah, sure. Okay, I got this. Okay.
Can we conclude after this?
Okay, yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Nah. I'm just looking up. I'm just looking up something right quick. Make sure I got this right. Okay, yeah. For your premise one, I just inherently think that's not really enough is sufficient evidence to prove that the said thing actually reliable to go based off the case. Because again, like you said, you're going based off its eternal you're going based off eternal truth, not really going based off external truth, right? Within my own mind of grand scope, aka within my subjective mind, I can sit right here and believe God, like I'm God all I want. Within that subjective view within my mind, yeah, that would inherently be true. Doesn't necessarily make that thing objectively factual. When I like, Al, can you mute this nigga? Al, mute this nigga and tell him don't interrupt me.
That's not what I said.
God
I
damn.
literally said there's something external
Like I said,
contradicting
nigga,
it.
it doesn't, like I said.
Going on mute.
Yeah. Again, nigga, like I said, nigga, premise one. Your premise one would
Okay,
be
y'all.
a fictional narrative is self-contained and within its own context, its truth is defined. It's defined by its eternal consistency author. What I'm saying is, since you're going based, what I'm saying is that wouldn't inherently be enough sufficient evidence in order to prove that the thing is reliable. Since you're only going based off eternal truth, aka I believe eternal truth only suggests the truth in this case, by the way. Not inherently external truth, not inherently external truth on to validate the consistency of this said thing. Like I said, nigga, I'd sit right here and give an example. I can believe I'm God in my own mind, or I can take this as I can take me being God in my own mind, right? Which would inherently be an eternal thing, and that would inherently be the case within my own mind. It doesn't inherently make this that thing an objective truth. What I'm saying right here and just applying that's your eternal evidence that you just giving him what I'm saying right here and applying that the eternal truth you inherently just given would inherently just be like a subjective truth or would just inherently just be a subjective truth, not really a objective truth to go based on. So I would just say that when inherently just would inherently be the case, right? For example, right? Like let's just say let's just say within a narrative that like we can sit right here and say Saitama beats Goku, but I just don't be but that inherently doesn't but that don't inherently make that thing. How the fuck? Shit, I'm stuttering. My bad. I'm doing something. But yeah, let's just say let's just say within that narrative, we can sit right here and apply that Saitama beats Goku. But that doesn't inherently mean that it's true. That true by definition, or true by definition, or because it's externally stated, right? And we already know by multiple instances that that narratives can have multiple contradictory, like the fact going be like the fact. Let me just go and get let me just go and be give an example, right? Let me just go ahead and bring this up. Like the fact in multiple instances or episodes within the Dragon Ball narrative say that Saiyans can breathe in space, but also within multiple instances in Dragon Ball and within Dragon Ball, and him really say that they can't, or it shows by action that they inherently can't be seen by space. As a matter of fact, I wouldn't inherently bring up an eternal country. I would inherently just bring up a contradiction within our own narrative you gave. Within our own narrative or concept that you inherently gave. It literally said that his build is contradictory, but then after that say he's omnipotent, he can logically do anything, right? If he's an omnipotent being, going by the definition of what logically omnipotent means, let me just go ahead and get this right quick.
Remember, when he says omnipotent, I just want to help you out here to track. When he says omnipotent, it means to do anything that's logically
that's what I'm saying, right? So a common model. So here go the definition going by basis going based on repeated, right? Which also appeal to multiple sources in order to get his definition. A common model version of omnipotence or omnipotent paradox in this case is expressed that can omnipotent. Hold on. Let me go get this right quick. Yeah. Any action, it says right here, definition 1, require the unemployed being to be able to perform any logical action, any logical possible action that is any logical action with which could possibly be performed by any being at all in circumstances at all. Meaning that if I sit right here and just sit right here and give an example of multiple fictional character be able to change their body and make their body willing and inherently be make their body willing and inherently be contradicted to their own actions, your set character should be able to do that thing because logical within a fictional narrative. But within your own narrative, it applies that his body is contradictory, that he's not really able to change that set thing itself. AK, I'm sitting right here to draw a conclusion that he's not really inherently changed the set thing itself because you already appealed that there's been multiple years that this character, multiple years and multiple experiences that this character has been through. But in none of these set experiences have yet given an example or yet given an instant where he able to change his body and make his set thing and make his body so that set thing wouldn't have the contradict prior elements of that set character, right? So if this character isn't logically able, to change a contradictory or a element of contradictory, or change a element about its own self that would inherently contradict his other elements, right? How can you sit right here and come up with the argument that this character can do anything that logically possible? Again, I would just give you multiple examples. Let's say this. What's his name? The little green guy within the Dragon Ball manga. What's his name? With green hair. Okay. All right, sure. Anyway, right? Let me just go and give you an example, right? Like with beings within the Dragon Ball narrative, they're able to use Shinron, which is of course which should be an but I'm just using them as an example in this instance, or to change their own body and make it so it wouldn't inherently contradict or be or contain any element or part of their said body, aka by using the Dragon Ball. But with the narrative you gave, they show no evidence or anything that this character will be able to be able to change this element in order so that element would inherently contradict his being as a whole. And then for your story 2, which is the story of the story of Cobson is the only narrative that exists for this fictional world. Meaning that there is no external source or alternative canon to compare with it. I was just going to say that it's simply just an argument for ignorance. You seem right here going based on since there's no observable evidence in this server, or there's no you seem right here going based on since there's no external evidence within that story, then that thing must be the case. Give me a second. No, still blinking orange. And then when I unplug it, it goes red. Maybe it was just my charger. I'm using it because my laptop and my laptop or anything, my charger plug don't work without it now. Yeah. No, that's the charger that I do had. It go in and out. Yeah, it go in and out. I was talking down on my phone. Anyways, I'm back now. Yeah, but just like inherently I said, right? I think. All right, hold on. Give me a second. I want to make sure I got this thing right. Okay. Oh, okay. I got it. Okay, got it. So I'm gonna sum this. I'm gonna sum this as like a syllogism for you. The same thing you and Henry did. It don't put a. It don't put a. Mhm.
Okay, make sure. I just want to tell you something. You know,
Yeah.
sorry. When we
Okay.
think about syllogism shit, right? We put them in the forms as rules of inference, right? So, like, if you ever want, that's what we call it. We don't like really call it just like an inference or just a syllogism. We call it the rules of inference, where we use premises
Okay,
like
yeah.
P1,
Okay,
P2,
yeah.
P3, and
So
suffice
here
it
go
to
my
a
premise
conclusion.
one,
So I
aka
just want you to
negation
go
to
and
your
know that
argument,
we use
right?
the reference.
So the first thing, so the first issue within this argument on why this argument wouldn't inherently be the why this argument that you inherently gave wouldn't inherently be the case, because you make an assumption of it of eternal consistency. Basically, what I'm trying to say is that it's this, right? An argument the basically this is what I'm trying to say, right? The argument that you gave of your premise one is basically assumes that eternal contradictory alone guarantees reliability. However, there's multiple incidents, multiple evidence that we can go based off. They inherently prove that. Prove that a story can be eternally consistently, yet still have issue with the possibility of dissent narrative or engagement within said narrative itself. Basically, what I'm trying to say right here and say in some of this right, that eternal consistency alone doesn't inherently or necessarily assure that a narrative is well constructed or meaningful, aka it doesn't inherently it does construct well constructed or meaningful in this case, right? And then for premise two, right? The second negation to your argument that you also have the lack of criteria for evaluation. Basically, what I'm trying to say right here is say that the premise you inherently gave do not specifically do not specify what constitutes eternal consistency, or how it is measured, right? If you can really, so basically what I'm trying to say right here is say that you simply gave an argument, but within that argument you didn't give no, but within that argument you didn't give us no explanation or example or any evidence on how we can measure or construct the eternal consistency of this thing. You just say, well, it's eternal. You just brought up the argument of eternal consistency. The concept of reliability. Basically, what I'm trying to say right here is the concept of reliability in fishing can be subjective. In different reader may have different criteria of what they consider consistency. What they consider constant. Yeah, consistent. And basically, what I'm trying to say right here and say that different writers, what I'm trying to say right here and say that different readers may have different criteria of what they consider consistent or reliable in this case. Basically, what I'm trying to say right here and say that when you're trying to make the argument of reliability within this eternal narrative, since you argue for eternalist, all that would just be that you're arguing from all you would just be in just arguing from subjective point of view. So this doesn't inherently objective prove anything on why your character on why this setting would just be reliable in this case. And then premise three the negation to the argument that you didn't inherently give no is the definition of reliability, right? The argument assumes that basically what I'm trying to say right here and say that your argument assumes that reliability in fiction is solely defined by eternal consistency in the author's intent. It doesn't account for other aspects of narrative reliability, such as dramatic depth, character development, or impact on the audience at all. So your argument itself only plays into two factors of the definition of reliability. It doesn't really play into the other factors that make up that makes up the said term or the said word that you brought up, right? Which will inherently be the reliability, which will inherently be the reliability, right? The fourth negation, the fourth premise, fourth premise and the fourth negation to your argument, which would be unsubstantiated skepticism. Basically, what I'm trying to say right here and say that basically what I'm trying to say right here and say that while you're arguing that my skepticism might not be justified if it's not based on evidence, the argument that you presented doesn't address whether my skepticism could be based on different standards or interpretation. They are not covered by eternal consistency alone. Eternal consistency alone, right? And then my premise five, aka the fifth negation to your argument is this, right? single narrative assumptions. Basically, what I'm trying to say, right, is within your premise too, it assert that the story of Cobson Kuras is the only narrative. It's the only narrative may be overly restrictive. In some fictional world, narratives can be multiple or evolve in new interpretation or additional context could arise. Like the prior content or the prior interpretation of the said narrative that I literally just gave, well, we can't really say right here and say he's logically omnipotent if he wouldn't be able to logically change the elements of it being like the contradictory of it being in order to fit with the in order to fit with the other elements of his set being or character as a whole. Like that's that interpretation, right? For example, premises, aka the sin against your argument is that it's basically authorial intent. Basically, you're relying on the author's intent as a measure of reliability. Assumes that the author's vision is always clear, and coherent. If that's the case, then we can sit right here and just draw a logical conclusion that since the author said divine creator is God, literally just God, we can just say he's the God of our reality. We know that is inherently the case. We know that is inherently the case because of other factors plays within that, like other elements in order to argue, like other elements or other factors or other evidence. That's why we're trying to say that word. Yeah, other evidence plays factors into that, right? Meaning that what I'm trying to say, right? If the author intent is not real, communicated, or if there's obligates, it can affect the perceived reality that you're trying to argue based off. Basically, in summary, what I'm saying right here and trying to argue is that while eternal contradictory is a key factor in validating a fictional narrative, it's not the sole determinant of reliability. An argument could benefit for more nuanced consideration of narrative evaluation criteria. Meaning that what I'm trying to say is that your whole argument as a whole in each of these premises isn't enough sufficient evidence to go based off in order to debunk the skepticism which I place upon your said character. I'm not done. Let me go grab something right quick. Yeah. Hold on. Let me grab something right quick. Got more. Go grab something real quick.
Go on forever. This is probably I'm never judging one of these ever again because it's hard to track and y'all points are just so extended to the point like. I'm already
showing it now. So when we go into the so. Hold on, let me go get it right quick.
To be honest with you, I'm not gonna track them all.
Hold on, apologize, Weston. I'm just gonna ask Kill a question. Kill, can we first conclusions after my argument? Demar, do you agree with that?
Grab my argument right quick so I can simplify it. Yeah, sure.
That's cool. But do you agree that we can force conclusions after my argument so this debate can finish? Oh yeah. All right.
This is gonna be the conclusion. I'm not gonna give a conclusion until I kind of review both parts. But yeah, okay.
Don't worry. I have the entire recording. I'm gonna just put it out on YouTube and you can watch for yourself.
Again.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. There we go. I had to just copy and paste my argument. All right. Yeah, you can go into the argument after that. We can go into first conclusion and give a summary on what we argue within the debate. So Joe can go ahead and give his brother. I mean his verdict.
Okay, so I need my argument now. All right. Let me just all right. You know what? Let me just get scans. Yeah, sure. Yeah, let me just go get scans. Give me a second. Just go get some scans.
Yeah. Yo, Solo. Yo, hello. Bro, what you doing here, bro? I did not even know you was up in this stuff again.
Alright, so hold on, let me just so let me just do this up here. So yeah. So we take a look. We take a book. Alright. I'll take a look at this. Take a look at this.
I know, the mic is annoying, but I got used to it, gang. I got used to it.
Alright. So look, P1. We use such as the first one. In fictional debates, which you lose, reliability would be, you know, pretty much what that's what you argue, right? And hold on, let me just go through your arguments a bit, just to be clear, just so I don't like strawman you or anything. Give me a second. Alright. So basically you argue that, you know, internal validation will be sufficient, and yeah, you know, internal consistency doesn't mean reliability, but you do realize that a lot of the times, especially in, you know, ones that have like singular narratives rather than, you know, actual franchises that go on for decades, and that's all you're used to because you're literally a soy boy. You literally drink Soylent every day. I'm just going through these franchises such as Marvel. So look at this. Look at this. The internal logic of, you know, a narrative, it would pretty much, you know, if we take a look at that by itself, then it would pretty much define the limit of what is true and within that world. For instance, like, you know, in the Lord of the Rings, right? We don't question why, you know, Gandalf can use magic, but hobbits can't. It would be part of the established rules of that universe, right? And, you know, external realism or, you know, truth would be irrelevant unless specifically mentioned as a standard within that narrative, right? So you would, you know, confuse, you know, real world standards of truth and proof with those of a fictional narrative, which would mix different categories of logic, right? You're sort of misunderstanding.
Is this your conclusion, or is this a negation to his?
No, this is a negation.
I thought you guys was gonna force conclusion.
No, he wasn't. Oh, nah, I was on mic. So yeah, this would pretty much just be a category mistake fallacy. Like that's pretty much what it is. And look, let me tell you, you would mention like contradictions, but like pretty much what you say is that he's unable to morph because he chose not to and he didn't. That doesn't logically follow at all. That's a non sequitur. Do you know how stupid that argument looks? You say, oh well, he didn't morph throughout the years. You know, this doesn't mean that he can't, right? That's really, really dumb. That's a blunder. I don't think you know what you were talking about while you were saying that. So that would just be a strawman fallacy, right? You would just pretty much, you know, and also you just brought up an entire new definition of omnipotence, which wasn't even like that the one that was referenced within the novel, right? And you're basically creating a contradiction based on your personal definition of omnipotence, not the one clearly laid out in the story, which Cobson can do all that is logically possible, not like all these like contradicting things that you pulled out of nowhere. And by the way, Cobson's power to summon infinite gems will be logically possible within the narrative's rules. That does not contradict itself by establishing that omnipotence is limited to logical possibility within that universe, right? So that would just be a strawman fallacy. You're just inventing things at this point. And yeah, basically you would hinge on external standards of validation, etc., etc. And you know, you basically said that, you know, subjectivism, right? You say, I think I'm God, therefore I am. But fictional, however, like a fictional, within fiction, just a work is this, which is very clear, a very clear line with no other interpretations that are supposed to be made. Only one thing that's supposed to be is that fiction differs from personal subjective illusions because it establishes its own rules and would follow them consistently, right? And external social validation would not be necessary for fictional works. For example, in like Harry Potter, we don't need external sources to verify the rules of magic. We only need rules in the book that would keep us, right? So So yeah, let me just continue a bit on this on this PM here, because you also said about like 5 premises. Yeah. So basically your analogy is like disanalogies, because your analogy between fiction and subjective thoughts are disanalogies, because a fictional world would follow rules set by the narrative, where subjective beliefs are unfounded outside of external reality, right? And basically, you incorrectly represent the argument by suggesting that internal inconsistency is the only standard by which fiction can be measured, but you ignore the other things which are within the narrative, right? And basically, what you're basically doing is an argument from ignorance, basically. And because you claim that because no explicit mention is made of Cobson changing his nature, that means that the narrative is unreliable. Because you assume that there's a lack of evidence for something to change, where it's proved that it's impossible, rather than you basically think that whether the narrative has actually ruled it out, right? And you basically you assume that you assume that internal consistency means no contradictions at all, but internal consistency means that any rule established by the narrative are actually followed logically within that world. So you basically just pulled up your own definition out of nowhere. You basically just pulled that out your ass. I don't know where you got that from, because within my premise, I very well specified what it was. And yeah, let me give you a solution.
Dang, I'm not gonna lie, but when you post this shit on YouTube, it's gonna be considered as the most assest debate ever, and the most assest debate you've ever had. And let me explain why. Because this debate is so ass. Y'all are being like the most assest debaters I've ever fucking seen. I'm being the assest judges because y'all are being the most assest debaters. This shit is ass. Damn.
It's ass. It's ass.
Bro, y'all just going on forever. Like, why the fuck are y'all going on forever and shotgun each other? This shit is so ass.
I know, bro. That's why I don't like Mute cooking at all, bro. Because he's like, oh, me and the judge, and then it goes on for 30 minutes, and then you guys didn't have to go on for 40 minutes, and then we go on for 50 minutes and we go for an hour. It's just stupid.
Bro, y'all making like heckle. Y'all make y'all premises so.
Yeah, it's so ass.
Like the fuck.
But yeah, okay. So look, premise 1. A fictional narrative will be defined by the rules, logic, and internal consistency that story is self-established. So in fiction, concepts like omnipotence will be relative to the world's rules, right? And how Gandalf's powers are defined within Tolkien's universe. Cobson Krauss's omnipotence means you do anything logically possible in the narrative. Not anything illogical, like you're saying, like morphing his fundamental nature, or just breaking logical boundaries and doing all this crap, right? And internal consistency in the fictional world provides sufficient reliability for that narrative to function, as it does not need external validation to be internally true, right? So the narrative of Cobson Krauss does not contradict itself. Omnipotence within the story is consistently defined as anything logically possible. Thus, the existence of the Swinny and his gem summoning are consistent within that world's logic, right? And the absence of external validation does not undermine this at all, as it's self-contained, right? And look, P3. All right, here we go. Omnipotence in fiction will be, within this narrative, right, is defined as the ability to do anything logically possible. Does not require the character to demonstrate every single possibility. That's just stupid. That would not even be a fictional work. That would just be a demonstration of an ability. That doesn't make any sense at all, right? For example, like Saitama in One Punch Man, right? He is pretty much like all powerful in the sense of combat power. Yet he doesn't need to defeat every being in the universe to prove it, right? Similarly, Cobson's ability to summon infinite gems would prove his omnipotence within the narrative, but not every power needs to be demonstrated explicitly, right? Now, let's go down to premise 4. Alright.
I'm gonna be so honest with you. I'm gonna be so honest. Can we just end this fucking debate? Y'all are fucking arguing for nothing right now. I'm not tracking anything y'all saying.
Don't worry. Look, you can go back to the recording because this is all gonna be uploaded. And
I'm watching bro. I'm at the pool right now. That's how much I'm on. I'm just doing my life right now. I'm not tracking this shit.
Yeah, don't worry. We're just gonna end this debate after I'm done, and yeah, we're finished for the day because guess what? It's actually 1:30 a.m. where I am right now. It's 1:30 a.m. and now I hear you making syllogisms with this new main Demar. All right. So P4, like I said, we were on premise 4. The absence of external sources, what does not make a fictional narrative unreliable. Mind-blowing, right? You think that, Marvel needs all this kind of crap, dude, stop being a soy boy. As reliability would be measured by consistency of the internal logic and rules, not by real-world definitions, right? Fictional, such as Marvel, right? And the Marvel multiverse, right? It does not rely on external sources for validation, but it actually, instead operates under internally consistent rules, right? If Cobson would be omnipotent within his world, the absence of contradictions would prove reliability regardless of external opinions or definition, right? So my conclusion would be that your skepticism would be unfounded because it hinges on a misunderstanding of fictional consistency and omnipotence, right? The narrative of Cobson Krauss is internally consistent and self-contained, making it reliable based on its own criteria. Yeah, your argument, so it just relies on false analogies and argument from ignorance and misinterpretations on business fiction. It's just just acts. Anyways, yeah, I think this is where I about end it. This is where I'm gonna end it, and let me just stop the recording. This is we're finished for today. Let me just do that. Let me just do that.